Hey everybody, welcome to Medling World. Currently here back at SeaWorld today, as Roberta's here at the kiosk getting our pass benefits. And Jake's here with a bunch of his buddies from school. It was a last minute kind of plan that was thrown together literally in about a half an hour. So anyway, we're gonna take you around the park with us today. Hang out, we're gonna give you some information. There's some very exciting events coming here to SeaWorld, including free concerts. Come on in, check it out. As I was saying, today's vlog is pretty much just kind of going through the park. We're going to give you some information about some upcoming events. And as a matter of fact, the park's closing in less than 2 hours. And it was a last minute thing. Now, wait a minute. Please take a moment, subscribe to Medling World. But I know who's ever watching and has teenage kids, especially boys, right? So at school today, it's kind of like Jake at lunch texting me, oh, Dad, yeah, I want to go to SeaWorld today with my friends. They're going. I'm going to meet them there and all this. And it's like, what? You know? So luckily, Roberta and I both got out of work on time and we're able to get here so he can hang out with his buddies. That's important for him. He's a teenager. And part of the benefit of living here in Central Florida in the Orlando area is all of his buddies have passes here for SeaWorld. I've mentioned about the passes. I don't want to get into all that for this vlog, but it is one of the most affordable passes for the 3 major theme parks. And I do consider SeaWorld to be a major theme park along with Disney and Universal. But this one is much more affordable, and a lot of people have it. Even if you come 2 or 3 times a year, it's still worth having. So, with that being said, Jake already ran off with his friends. They're going to hit some rides. Hopefully we'll catch up with him, and we will see how his day's going. I do love to give out lots of information on Medling World. So I hope you do enjoy our vlogs, because it's not just information, which obviously is important. It's also the adventure. But one thing important, if you are coming with teenagers, once you're 14 years old, you can ride without a parent. So Jake is 14. He could go on a ride either independently by himself or with anybody else that is above 14. So it does work out pretty nice. I do want to go show you a board over here with some information about some events coming up. So this is kind of funny. We keep it real too. That's one thing that's very important. This board is from 2025. So I can't show you that board. But I did want to talk about the 7 Seas Food Festival. Event calendar 2025. Why is this here? Yeah. Like, why would SeaWorld have this up? Never mind. Let's not get into that right now. But this is not going to be accurate. No. I can see them starting to prepare for the 7 Seas Food Festival for 2026. Obviously not for 2025, but this does start officially on January 30th, and it will run into April, and there will be free concerts along the way. And maybe we'll show you where you can find those concerts a little bit and give you some of the artists that are coming. So yeah, you can start to see things coming together. This is a kiosk here. This is where you can go up. You'll be able to buy a lanyard here. There's a couple different options. They come with, basically you can go around, pick items you want, and they do a punch. So it's an allotted amount. So I do want to take a walk over by where the stage is, because that's where you're going to find your concerts. And the concerts are complimentary, guys, here. Whenever there's a concert here at SeaWorld, your ticket, whether you're an annual pass holder, whether you're here on a one-day ticket, a package ticket, whatever that ticket is that gets you in, the concerts are included. And Roberta, yeah, the concerts actually start January 31st. Yeah. With one artist that I do really appreciate, because every time I hear this artist, I always think of Royal Caribbean. Yeah. Sail away parties, because they play a lot of his music. Yeah. And of course, he's local.
Yeah.
Flow rider. Oh yes, low, right? I mean, I can't wait.
Yeah.
That I would love to go to. Off the top of my head, Roberta, we will have there's some classic like hairband rock.
Yeah.
Now some of these bands along the way, guys, are not all original. Okay, Warrant for one. Warrant's gonna be here. Saliva maybe. Not sure. Saliva's gonna be here. I think the Beach Boys are gonna be here.
Yeah.
There are a ton of concerts.
Yeah.
That's just to name a few. But please go and check on the app for SeaWorld or SeaWorld.com, and it lists them all. And there's still some to be announced. Now, just like any of the other parks, depending on who that artist is, Roberta, it can get very busy in here.
Very busy, yeah.
I would imagine Flow Rider will be busy. Now, let me show you where you would go for these concerts. So guys, if you look across here, I believe it's called the Bayside Stadium. That's where your concert venues are gonna be. It is first come, first serve. Those seats fill up. You'll be probably standing in the back there. I don't know if there is a cap on capacity. I would suggest if it's somebody you really want to see, get there early. They also have options where you can pay a fee, an upgrade fee, and get a reserved seating area. So you know if it's somebody you're gonna enjoy, get there early. Roberta actually punched it up. So just off the top of my head there as you were going, Bow Wow,
Yeah.
Jefferson Starship.
Yeah.
Who else you got? Keep going a little bit more, Roberta.
Pop 2000 tour with the Chris. How's his name? Of NSYNC. Old Town.
Oh, okay. What else we got? Let me see. Yin Yang. Oh, Gene Simmons. Are you kidding me? From Kiss? Let me see. Oh, I love the 90s Tone Loc, Rob Bass, Young MC, and Color Me. Oh my God, Gen X are loving this list. Roberta, we're gonna be here watching a lot of these concerts.
Yeah.
This is when
The Beach Boys.
the Beach Boys. I wonder if John Stamos is gonna be with them. Anything else there? I mean, I know I just want to see anything that's gonna. The Fray will be here.
Still some Japan House.
Uncle Cracker will be here. Trace Atkins. Boys to Men. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Quite a few to be.
Still a lot to be announced. Need I say? I mean, I don't know if I should go on records to say this, but this, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
For me, my preference, okay, because a lot of that is from when growing up through the 80s, some of the 90s in there. Oh man, I think I like a lot more of these artists than the ones that are going to be at Universal. Now, the ones at Universal may be a little bit more, not all so current, but a little bit bigger, some of them. But I'm excited for those. There's a lot of them there that I would not mind going to see. Roberta, you? Anything stand out for you?
Yeah, I like some of them.
Yeah, that's cool. But let me show you a little bit more here. This is actually a better view, huh, Roberta, of the stadium on this angle. So the stage, if you're looking, all those blue seats there, so you have the two levels, and the stage is not quite done yet, but you can probably see some of those stanchions that are going up. They will have that covered. And these concerts, I believe, are rain or shine. Now, obviously, if it was like real heavy coming through, that might have something to do with it. But I do remember them rain or shine. But Roberta, there's something else new coming here. And it's going to be right back there. I don't even know if you can see it.
You can try.
There's some new construction going on. Let's talk about that a little bit. Roberta, you better mark your calendar down. When we get home tonight, I'm actually going to mark down the ones I want to go to. And, of course, ones you want to go to.
Yeah.
I don't think you mind. You just like to go to any of them. But maybe there's somebody there you really like.
Yeah.
Now, again, some of these older bands, guys, they're not all the original members. But, nonetheless, I would go see them anyway. Now, I don't know if I would vlog every time I come here for a concert, but there's plenty that I would like to see.
Just to come and enjoy.
Yeah, but I do want to bring you over here a little bit past Icebreaker.
Yeah.
over there and give you some information about a new attraction coming here to SeaWorld. I think this has been updated. I can't, don't quote me on it. I mean, it does look like it might be here for a while. It's got some, a little bit dusty with some of the falling pollen and leaves here, but this whale here? I don't remember seeing that. It's actually nice. Was this always painted brown up there? I think that's been new and updated, guys. Very cool. This is really neat. It's quite a piece of art because it's like almost the rocks are representing water, right? And then you can see some of those dorsal fins of the killer whales coming out. And then this one is jumping. That's quite nice, actually. And I do like the stadium because from this perspective, Roberta, when you're looking at these statues with the brown, it all blends together. It's a nice point of view there. Wow. It's nice to see SeaWorld doing that, Roberta. And I don't know. I mean, I don't want to keep going crazy about the concert lineup, but this seems like one of the better ones in a while. Gene Simmons. Are you kidding me? I can come and hear some of the old classic Kiss songs. I mean, not the same as they were back in the day, but...
Yeah, you can see that they're already getting faster, like the festival stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seven Seas Festival, where you can enjoy...
It's normally very good food.
It is. As you can see, you're going to have foods from around the world.
Normally. Let's find out when we come.
Yeah. And Jake is just, he's running quick with his buddies. He's only got, what time is it, Roberta? He's got a couple hours, if that.
An hour and a half left.
Yeah. He had a plan, though. They all had a plan, it seemed, that they wanted to hit roller coasters. As you can see here. But I think we are critical when we need to be about anything we vlog, but SeaWorld hasn't always been smooth, to put it in a nice way. But the past few times, Roberta, not so bad. And it seems like they're trying, Roberta. I think what happened was after they opened this ride here, this Expedition Odyssey, which I think was probably not what they expected. They wanted it to be better. It's not. But they are now going to have another attraction. Let's talk about that. So there will be a new attraction here called SeaQuest. The ride vehicle, I guess, is what people are really talking about. It's supposed to be some kind of new technology on the ride vehicle.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that, Roberta, it's SeaQuest, so,
Yeah.
you know, water related. Simulation ride, I believe.
Yeah.
But we noticed when we were coming into the park, there's this big construction that's going on. So we're going to try to see if we can walk over here and kind of show you. So, Expedition Odyssey, after you go through the ride, you come out into the Antarctic part, part of the Odyssey building. This is the Odyssey building. You can also walk through just to see the animals. And this ride, according, Roberta, when we came into the ambassador, is what they call their employees here. He said the construction will be behind here because it logistically, when we were pulling in, it didn't look like it. It looked like it was like in the parking lot somewhere. But so almost like maybe an expansion of the park, so to speak. During soft openings here, traditionally at SeaWorld, they kind of break down the tiers of the passes.
Yeah.
And we are the top pass, which is nice now. So usually what would happen, what is it, platinum?
Yeah.
So we're platinum. Usually the platinum pass holders have the first opportunity to ride the new rides during, it's actually not even a soft opening. It's like even before the soft opening. It's like just for pass holders. You know, that's kind of like when they're still working out things. Sometimes things break down. But we usually will have the first opportunity. So we will be here for sure to show you this ride. There's a lot of hype about this ride And I think it's something SeaWorld really needs. They need a big-time ride in here. And I think it will help this park tremendously.
Over here there is the QR code for the lineup.
Oh yeah, let me show it to you guys. Hang on. So yeah, scan that, and it should be able to bring you all of the lineups. And it's a good variety of different types of artists, which I really appreciate. I think if you're a fan of music in general, you'll find at least one or two concerts you wouldn't mind attending. So I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm going to kind of try to zoom it a little bit. So if you're kind of in the corner, I'm going to point with my finger here. If you kind of like go down this way, look straight in through there, you can start to see some of that construction there.
You can see a little bit in this
Yeah.
one too. I don't know how much you can see in the camera.
But what's neat is this is kind of expanding this whole area here. If I zoom out, this is kind of where the park kind of borderlines where it ends, the property. So that'll be interesting. I got a fun fact about SeaWorld Orlando. One of the Jaws movies was filmed here. Not the entire, obviously, movie, but lots of scenes from the movie was filmed here at SeaWorld Orlando, and also at I forgot what beach is, another beach around. And it was Jaws 3. Jaws 3 3D. And there's like a rumor.
Yeah.
You want to know what the rumor is? In the Seven Seas Lagoon,
Yeah.
there's still one of the mechanical sharks in there.
That I don't know.
It's a rumor. Somebody let me know. Have you heard this rumor?
Yeah.
And did you realize that Jaws 3 3D, which came out in the 80s, Roberta, and I happened to go watch that in a movie theater with my family back when I was younger. Can't remember the exact year, probably around mid-80s. And it was the worst Jaws movie. It was really kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. But it was 3D, so it was like back then 3D movies were so cool.
Yeah.
But just a little memory, childhood memory there. And a little fun fact on Medling World. Please take a moment and subscribe to Medling World if you haven't yet. We want to see if the Pass Lounge is still open. One thing I've noticed, they have extended the hours of this a lot lately. Before it would close early, usually daily. Like I'm talking 4 or 5 hours before the park would close. And I think over all those surveys they do, they decided to extend it, but it is open. And you can come in here and get complimentary beverage, which I think I'm going to get a lemonade as a matter of fact. Or maybe a Coke Zero. It's quiet in here. But this is very nice for the pass holders.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. All right. I know somebody probably said, Roberta, it's not a freestyle machine. No, but it's fine. I mean, it's a complimentary thing. I mean, they're not going to give you a freestyle probably. No one would. But let's see. I haven't had Coke Zero in a while. I think I'm going to get a Coke Zero. Roberta, you know, I was saying earlier in the vlog, the nice thing about living in Orlando and like the kids that go to school and stuff.
Yeah.
They have passes to the parks, and it's like when you're local like this, you can just come to the park for 2 hours at the end of the day. It's like the best time to come. There's nobody around, and it's just fun, man.
Yeah.
Like Jake's.
So I'm swapping my shift. If you haven't watched our channel, our video from the parks, I'm trying to swap a shift again.
Yeah, Roberta does work at Epic if it's the first time you're watching. Epic Universe. And I currently work at Publix, and we make vlogs together.
Yeah.
And sometimes I make them by myself when Roberta's busy editing all the other vlogs.
Yeah.
We are a team, Roberta.
Yeah.
With Jake, our son. Happy to have you along on our journey today through SeaWorld. You know what? We vlog, I like to say, I would vlog anything. I mean, I would probably just vlog anything. But SeaWorld is important. A lot of people enjoy SeaWorld.
Yeah.
And we include it in our content.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier though, Roberta, we're not always have the greatest experiences here, but that's why I was mentioning, just chill right now.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on. We're just hanging out, bringing you along. But this, I think, here, it's nice. Guys, we found the map. Try to zoom it in a little bit. Right about there. So guys, there are 29, Roberta, different stations.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, Roberta, the Brazilian market is number 14.
Yeah.
We got, just to name a few, you got Italy, you got the Caribbean. You can zoom in on that. Even on your TV now you can do zoom, right? You got Germany over there. They have a beer garden. Let's see. Asian market, Indian. So all kinds of stuff, guys. 190 flavors. 30 plus live concerts. One amazing festival. This, I will go on record, Roberta, and say this is a fun festival here in Orlando area if you're coming this time of the year and you are going to be visiting SeaWorld, especially those concerts.
Yeah.
It's fun. I also do want to make it a point, guys. It is not every day. It does technically start September 30th, runs into, what is it, April or May? We're going to get that information for you momentarily, but it is not every day. It is limited days during like some of the spring breaks and things like that, kind of longer weekends. They may extend it. So definitely get onto the SeaWorld app or SeaWorld.com actually is good. All the way through May 17th. That is a long one.
But what happened is,
so go ahead.
During the 7th, so I have ice. During the 7 Seas Festival, they have smaller things in between, like Mardi Gras weekend. They have things.
St. Patrick's.
Yeah. So sometimes you may come in a weekend that they have Mardi Gras event. Another weekend they may have the St. Patrick. So every weekend they may have something different.
But
during
so
the 7th season.
It's like an added on.
Yeah.
And they do have like little performances around the park, Roberta. They'll have like some stilt walkers and things like that. They do a nice job with their events. Now listen, there's no mistake about it. If you're ranking the 3 major parks, and I do, again, SeaWorld is a major park.
Yeah.
It is number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I would think highly, if survey says, you know, if you were on the Family Feud in top 3 parks, you know, Disney and Universal definitely 1, 2, either way you want to look at it. And then SeaWorld would be right underneath them. So, but the last just several months recently, I think they're trying to do better.
Yeah.
The last few times in here, it just seems like I noticed little extra things.
Yeah.
The problem with it is, guys, is they do not have the budget that a Disney or Universal, I mean, Walt Disney World Company, Roberta.
Yeah.
The money. I mean, come on. You know, you're talking about Universal Studios owned by Comcast, NBC, huge enterprises. Their budgets are much, much bigger for staffing, for technical, IT, you know, engineering. Just the scoping of event that Disney or Universal can put on, it's more difficult here for SeaWorld to keep up with that. But they do a good job. They're getting better. What, we got something going on here tonight. Hang on a minute. Goodwin Recruiting. So they have a prior event at park closing here tonight. Have no idea what it is. But there's an event tonight doing something here. Could be private, Roberta. Roberta did bring up a good point. And it's not neither bad or good. It's just a point she made, like, we're just talking about the differences of the theme parks. Like, if you were at Disney World and they were doing an event like that, it would probably, you wouldn't see it.
Yeah.
Or it would be like behind something. It would not be out in the open where regular guests are walking by. Same with Universal to an extent. I know they do have the Orlando Informers there a lot, where you see some of that stuff. But things like this, usually at those other parks, you probably wouldn't even know it was going on.
Yeah, you see a lot less.
Not that, you know, I'm not saying it's bad or good. It's just, that's the difference. That's one of the differences. But, Roberta, can we go? Hang on. Hey, wait a minute. We have the flying elephants when we're at Disney when we spin the camera. We have the hurl and twirl when we spin the camera at Universal. What is it here? The Sesame Street merry-go-round. We're going to go on the Sesame Street merry-go-round for a moment. But this is one thing we do love here. The Shark Encounter. I'm going to take you through here, guys. Let's go have a look. Give you a couple clips. It's neat in here. Roberta, look at this.
Look at that one.
Which one?
That's a new one.
Which one's new? Oh, that one over there? It's a joke we always have. We've been doing this with Jake since he was a little boy and we didn't live here. Here, I'll turn the camera around, hang on. Because before we lived here, we traveled here all the time and we would come to SeaWorld, and then Jake's like 2, 3, 4. Every time we would come in here, we'd be like, oh, look, there's a new one.
Yeah.
And then he got to the point where, do you think there's any new one? Do you think there's any new fish? It's a joke, and every single time we still come in here, and when he's with us, he's like, God. Yeah. But it's just something funny, right? So you guys could start that tradition with your kids. Yeah. Let me know. But through here it's kind of neat. We got like an hour before the park closes. It's great. It's mid-January. It's a Wednesday. And you just come in here. There's no crowd. Ooh, beautiful fish, huh? Oh, damn, man, he's going quick. My arm's not that fast. You can see some of the theming in here. Well, this has been here for many years now. There used to be a thing. Do you remember that thing you could stick your head in? Like you could walk under it. It had like a little tunnel that you could stick your head in and the fish would swim around. I think, yeah. I don't know. I'm having a good time here, man. That looks, I don't remember that. They changed it, yeah. Yeah, this has been, and it's probably, I think it's been like this probably for years. I mean, but at one point, I think it was this area that you could like, there was a tank, and you could go into the tank, like you would crawl into the tank.
Shark heads.
Oh, try it.
I'm checking baby sharks.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's educational. They're alive.
Cool.
No,
Yeah.
they're real.
Why many species of shark given?
No, they definitely look like they're real. There's no doubt.
Oh, that's so cool.
What's over here? What's here?
Bamboo shark.
Pups. Bamboo shark pups are typically found in shallow coastal waters, such as coral reefs, where they seek shelter in crevices. Oh, so this part. Oh, there's one right there.
Go down. Yeah, right there.
He's camouflaged in, man. He's camouflaged in. That's neat. Roberta, it's some education. But this is the part I really like over here. Let's get around the corner. It's also kind of neat. It shows you all the different sharks and how big they can get. Roberta, I mean, sometimes, like, we would skip that stuff so much just to get down to this part that I hadn't been paying attention up there. But this is fun. Oh, look at it. And what's nice is there's a conveyor here, which is actually working this time. You can just stand here. Look at that.
Dad, I can't reach you. Dad, I can't reach you. See, we would have missed the tunnel.
Follow us on our Instagram, by the way. I think Roberta's going to make a reel for us to put on our Instagram. We're trying to grow our Instagram too, guys. One thing we always say is when we create our vlogs, we really don't put time limits on them, so to speak. It's just, let's go into the park, or let's go to the restaurant, let's go vlog what we're vlogging, and we just vlog it, and when we're done vlogging it, we edit it, and we put it out. So sometimes you might get a 10-minute vlog, and sometimes you might get an hour vlog, or anywhere in between. But we do have a few of them over an hour. Look at that. That's pretty fun.
And continue moving forward.
And then you come to the end. But this is, again, all included.
Please
There's
step
Roberta.
off and continue moving forward.
Hard at work over there. One of the hardest working people I know, honestly.
Please
And I mean
step
that.
off and continue
She's
moving
amazing.
forward.
She edits all our vlogs. She's making videos for
Please step
Instagram.
off and continue
Let's hear it for
moving
Roberta,
forward.
guys. She's an amazing woman. Very dedicated to growing this channel.
Please
Look at these ones. They're just kind of like hanging out here. I think these might be called nurse sharks, maybe. I don't
and
know.
continue moving forward.
It's like there's been nobody coming through here. Look at this. It's just empty.
Please step off and continue moving forward.
And I believe when you go outside, Roberta, is this the one you can see from outside,
Please step
maybe?
off
I don't know.
And continue moving forward.
Pretty neat. Oh, he's starting to move.
Please step off and continue moving forward.
So it looks like this is their spot because this sign is right under them. Let's see if it's a magnet. No, it's stuck on there. So this is where they kind of hang out. It says, don't worry, I'm just resting. So, yes, they're called nurse. Most sharks need to keep swimming to breathe, but not the nurse sharks. So they are nurse sharks. So they just kind of hang out. They pump the water over their gills. They can rest on the ocean floor while still breathing. No swimming required. It's pretty cool. Some education here on Medling World as well. We do have this, the underwater grill, Roberta, where you can actually dine with the sharks. We've never done that.
Yeah.
Anybody who's done that, leave me a comment. Let me know. Is it worth it?
There's also places like that, there's seafood.
Yeah, Roberta's allergic to seafood. But I think with more awareness to allergies now, even when you go to a seafood restaurant, they'll have like some chicken or they'll have some beef. And then the tank out here, there's usually sharks like swimming around in here. I think you could feed them at one point. I don't know if you still can.
Probably have to buy over there.
Oh, now, oh, there used to be shark. Oh yeah, there's still some sharks. Stingrays and sharks.
Tell which one it is on top.
Oh yeah. So guys, thank you so much for watching Medling World today. We're so happy Jake got to spend some time with his friends. And we just kind of hung out.
Yeah.
So guys, please take a moment, subscribe to Medling World if you haven't yet. And last but not least, see ya!